Welcome to 5 Minutes VHDL Podcast, the podcast where we talk about VHDL and hardware design. In this episode, I want to introduce a VHDL object, and we already introduced some VHDL object when we talk about signal. Signals are VHDL objects. So, in this episode, I want to introduce the other VHDL object. In the Telegram channel, you can find a slide, a picture from my VHDL course, syntax course, where I summarized all the VHDL objects predefined in VHDL. So signal, we already know signals, variables, constants, and files. Regarding signals, we talked about signals in a dedicated episode. What are variables? Variables are used into the process and procedure and functions to locally store temporary data. Is very similar to software approach. They are only used inside a sequential statement, so in a process and function and procedure. And the visibility of the variables are only inside the subprogram you are coding. Regarding the variable declaration, you can go on the Telegram channel, and the syntax is variable that is a VHDL keyword, the variable name, and comma, variable types, and semicolon. The assignment is comma equal to distinguish from signal assignment that is less than equal. Regarding constant, constant of course is used to specify a value to make the model, your VHDL model, better documented and easy to update. Is very similar to software approach and can be declared in the declarative section of the VHDL statement. So in the architecture declarative part, or in package, or in function, or of process, in any declarative statement of your VHDL code. They can be used also in sequential and concurrent section of the code. For the declaration is very similar to the other one, and is constant, that is the VHDL keyword, the constant name, colon, constant type, and in this case you have to initialize a constant with comma equal value and semicolon. Another VHDL object is the file. In all our VHDL podcast episode, we talk about VHDL as hardware description language, and it is okay. But as any language that can be used as description or programming, even if VHDL is not a programming language, we have to handle the access to disk, to store or read from disk. In this case, there is the possibility in VHDL to access a disk and write or read file. In this case, we have the file object in VHDL, and the declaration is file, that is a VHDL keyword, the file handler, so the object that point to the file, and comma, the file type. In this case, the example on the Telegram channel, the file is of text format, and we open in read mode. So the declaration is text, open, read mode, is name file. To access the file, we have to declare a variable of type line, then the variable type that we want to read. We can use the command readLine, the function readLine, to read a line from a file. Then we have to read the value from the line. This is the syntax to read from file. A similar syntax is for write. You have to write your value on a line and then write line on a file. You can find some example on my website, and I put the link on the episode description if you want to implement a test bench when you can read or write from file. When you use file, you have to include the package text.io that allow you to access, and the package provides you all the access function to a file. Okay, in this episode we saw the remaining VHDL object, variable, constant, and file, and you will find a reference of how to use a file in the link in the episode description. See you soon, and ciao.